it's a city fitness on Frankfurt Ave and shit, like whatever that
Hit
area
me up,
is.
man. You got slide. I'll pull up.
Yeah, because I'll be like on Wednesdays. I don't be like I said. I just be wasting time to doing something.
Come to the crib, bro.
Yeah, because I literally drop her off Wednesday morning, and then I just go to my coffee spot, do my thing, I hit the gym. You know what I mean? So I'm right around there.
But you know they building all that shit up crazy. We just went to a grand opening of a new bagel store. That's what this is. This is the first day that this bagel store open. We had to go to the grand opening because they be having shit for influencers and shit.
Right.
And but everything that opens in that area has a grand opening for influencers.
Right.
That whole area about to be different.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So we try and rent that joint out.
No, that's dope.
The value done, did its thing.
Y'all got it's perfect timing because, like you said, they doing so much.
They building apartments, on every corner around us,
everywhere,
and there's already not no parking around it.
Everywhere I walk, cause I be on foot. Like I'm not willing right now.
Hit me up, man. I'll grab you.
Yeah, my shit suspended till next year, so I had to fall back on the driving tip. You know what I mean?
I'll grab you.
But
it's any motor vehicle, right? You can't even get on like a moped.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Nah,
they blurring the lines.
Anything with a license plate.
Is that's what it? Yeah.
Anything with a license plate.
Right. So not even
like scooters is still authorized motor vehicles.
Yeah. Anything. Yeah, that makes sense. I never realized that. So anything with a license plate, you can't operate and shit.
Don't touch it.
That's why. But I'm good with a bike. I'm about to get me a bike.
Just don't put your license plate on your car.
Yeah, that's not that. That might be a loophole and shit, right? That might be the loophole. I should I'm not gonna do it, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm on probation for 6 months.
Technically, not in the wrong, man. I don't got no license plate.
I feel bad being a grown ass adult on probation and shit.
My
you know what I'm saying? Like I feel it feel childish.
My uncle said not having a license is like not having on drawers. He's like, it just don't feel right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He an old head, but I was like, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, nah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I'm disappointed in myself like a motherfucker that
you're on punishment, man.
Yeah, it's like, that's what it is, too. I feel like.
That's why I say slapped on the wrist, like Catholic school.
Yeah,
punishment.
It make you feel like I feel like a child. It's like, how the fuck I'm a grown ass man, adult, and I can't even drive out here.
I ain't gonna lie though.
You know what I'm saying?
6 months ain't that long.
No. My license is suspended for a year. I'm on probation for 6 months. Yeah, but the thing is, it's not even worth risking it because of the probation I'm on. Like, if I get caught driving while I'm on probation, it's 90 days in jail. I talked about this on my podcast before. I caught 2 DUIs last year, last summer for because I've been up here since like 2018. So I caught 2 DUIs
out here
in the same week, 1 week, right?
That's why I don't be moving out here.
But see, here's the thing. It's so crazy, right? Because it's like, it's weird because it's like out here. That's all they got to do. It ain't got nothing else to do. You know, in the city, granted, all this time been moving around the way I move, you never catch nothing like that in the city. But it's like, cause in Philly, it's different. It's like these motherfuckers is worrying, but they ain't worrying about all that, dog. Like, as long as you ain't out here hurting nobody, trying to kill nobody, it's like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Out here, that's what they target.
Yeah, at certain hours, it's just DUI hours.
Yeah, dog. It's the township up here, Upper Moreland. If you for a while, if you looked up like what townships like in I think in the United States gave out the most, it was always Upper Moreland, right up here. So they gave out the most DUIs ever. Like you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but
I don't be fucking around.
Right, so you can't. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, I had caught 2 Jones in 1 week. And shit.
Even like when you was
1 week. 6 days,
bro. Like even when you was saying Smooth just moved to Edmonton, I'm literally doing the logistics like, he can get to where he live without going through a whole bunch of bullshit because the highway right. Like I'm always thinking about that shit, bro, because that shit is crazy.
You have to. You got to.
Because I'm going home, like
yeah, you got to. So the thing was, I was willing still, all my court shit is all done with now, but I was willing for the past year and I knew I still wasn't supposed to. But so I'll be dipping around out here, but once I crossed over Shunham Ave, I was comfortable because I'm not worrying about nothing. They're not stopping me unless I'm drawing.
And now they not even pulling niggas over for bullshit.
But not exactly. They not. Exactly. So I wasn't worried. But here's the difference. In Philly, right? If I was to get stopped, with Philly, they taking your will. You gotta get the shit out of him. You paying all that. So that was the only thing I would be concerned with. Because up here, they don't do that. They don't take your will up here.
No, because that was a new shit that they started in the early 2000s in Philly. That was some brand new shit.
Yeah.
They used to just tell you to park your shit at one point.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Up here, that's all they do. They just park your shit up.
Yep.
Come great. You ain't got to worry about them impounding it. You got hit with all these fees and these storage fees.
No.
You know what I mean? They just come get your shit tomorrow or get somebody to come pick your shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't take your shit. So that's the difference. It was like I was not cool with getting stopped, but it's like at least I knew if I got stopped up here, I ain't going to lose my will. Mm-hmm. And I got to pay all this money to get it back out of the impound.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Two Things Podcast, dog. You know what I'm saying? Produced by Tuna Fish and Crackers Podcast.
Yeah.
Got my man Sipping with Sammy and this John. And he got a podcast too. Sipping with Sammy podcast, right?
Absolutely. This is Sipping with Sammy, Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammy, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. It's 2023 already and you wouldn't have had a shot yet.
Yeah. Dog, I might have to get you to write me a John. Because I don't have nothing. He can tell you, like, I don't have no introduction with my two things. We just get it popping. And
it come natural.
It just, exactly. Come natural. You got the whole John down. I'm like, I might have to have this boy write me a John. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. Mine wasn't intentional. It's literally just because I got so many monikers. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just answer it all at once. No, this is him.
This is, right. Your intro was like a wrestler coming out.
I like
it.
I've been watching Young Rock lately. I'm with it.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like Shawn Michaels come out,
right.
Sexy boy.
No, you right. That did, because it feel like something. Like every time I hear it, it feel like something.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you feel what the Rock is cooking.
Yeah.
It's that Gilly confidence.
Yeah. No, it always feel like something. I'm like, I ain't got no joint like that. I'm gonna get one of them joints.
Well, you do. You just don't use it. Like
I usually say that in the end of shit. It's like no method to the madness. just genuine shit. But yeah, no, dog. Like, yo, this is my man Jay, dog. Like, we go back, dog, to
riding skateboards on the sidewalk, hopping down steps together.
Yeah.
Playing basketball in the driveway.
All that, dog.
First pair of turntables the ball got. All of that.
To them days. Yeah.
All of that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go back to them times, dog. Skateboards, all that shit.
Do people know you used to be nice and bald? Do anybody know that?
No, you know what?
You was nice till like 12.
Yeah. No, my shit.
Nigga retired at 13.
That's what it was too. I retired. I gave up ball at like 17. I was like, all right, I did it.
I'm exaggerating, but yeah.
No.
So like when everybody was hitting their stride, you chalked it. You was going to the sound camp and all that shit.
Music, dog.
It was all about hip hop.
Yeah,
hip-hop
that's what it was, dog. That's what it was. But no, you know what's crazy is, a lot of, besides certain niggas that I was like super like, you know what I mean? Like you knew because you from the block, obviously. Yeah. Ralph, my cousin Ralph, because he went to camp with me. Yeah. Like he went to camp with me. Outside of that,
too many people that really
like all my niggas that I hung with and shit.
He
like
was a young progeny.
Yeah. Like, but you know what it was too? It was because I feel like, you know what it was, and you'll understand this being from where we from, uptown, right? Mm-hmm. It's like I had a whole nother, like, the niggas I was on this side of Stenton. Mm-hmm. We was on, you know what I'm saying, on that side, right? But I had a lot of homies that I fucked with on the other side of Stenton.
Right.
So it's when I think about it now, I look at it like I was almost like two different niggas, depending on the niggas I was what side of Stenton I was on. You know what I'm saying? That's like crazy. On the low, because my niggas on that side, on the other side, like we used to ball, but it was just, I don't know. Like, I ain't really, like, them niggas probably didn't even know I balled like that. But on my side, on our side, everybody on that side knew. Like, because at the end of the day, you had the bottom lines back then, dog. Like, if you balled in that area, you balled in the back of my crib.
Yep.
Or you wasn't, nobody knew who the fuck you was.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care who you was. If you had game, you had to come in the back of my crib and get busy.
Yeah, and you had to know that there's a little slant across the driveway,
everything.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, for real. Like, motherfuckers don't be realizing that shit, dog. This is how much we used to ball in the back of my crib. My neighbor, I remember she had got rid of her doors. She got new doors. Dog, we made a bench. Mm-hmm. That's how many niggas would be in the back of my crib waiting.
Just chilling, waiting to hoop.
Like, we created a bench.
The driveway used to be crazy. My mom used to call me in the house like, yo, y'all are keeping these neighbors' kids awake. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to let you be one of them.
Mm-hmm. Dog, That shit, the back of my crib was the shit, dog.
Absolutely,
up, dog.
And then the turntables and all that seemed to have took over at some point.
Yeah.
Y'all started going in the house and just being in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember that.
It was like, niggas was like, yo, can we hoop? Like, nah, dog. Got a couple seconds later, like, we in here making a mixtape.
I just started getting good at ball. I'm like, all right.
Now niggas in the crib with it in the basement, dog. I'm glad this nigga is on, dog, because I needed a episode like this. We like go back there.
Yeah, we gotta let the audience know that you are a multifaceted human being.
I appreciate it.
You used to be more than just two things.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, dog. From the first thing I did was the DJing shit. Mm-hmm. Started with that shit with and I started DJing at 9, dog. Mm-hmm. And did my first party when I was 13. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And was doing that shit for a minute. Taught my man Kenny, and Kenny, he still DJ. He still do that shit.
Absolutely.
But then of course the DJing shit, the rapping, all that shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You
done did it all. You like the old school dudes. You know how, like all the niggas that was teenagers in the 80s, they did 3 out of the 5 facets of hip hop. They all either graffiti, DJ, breakdance.
I did the graffiti shit too, but I stopped. I was trash. I was trash. I used to roll out with I don't know if you remember back in the day. I don't know if you remember seeing he was everywhere. MPS. MPS. He is from West Oak Lane.
MPS.
You remember seeing MPS?
Yeah,
he knew KDL too. I don't even mean to put nigga shit out there because
all you just said is they name.
Well, I don't mean it in that way. I mean, like, I don't want
the cops come.
It's like,
I don't
know
know
see
these niggas.
KDL on the wall. It's like, I ain't trying to dry snitch on nobody. Like,
I mean, niggas hit up the whole Finley that one time, the whole roof.
Yeah,
I was like, yo.
Yeah. MPS was major in the city.
Yeah.
I rode around with him a couple times. And my tag game was trash. Like, that's why I wasn't good at graffiti at all. But I was just, my thing was.
You would have got better.
Yeah, I was just like, bottom line was back then, dog, anything that had anything to do with hip hop, I was with it.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm going to give it a shot.
That's a part of hip hop that's crazy.
We was both like that.
Yeah, right. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
what you was about to say?
I was saying that's the part of hip hop that's crazy because when you're young, like right now, if you own a house and somebody do some graffiti on your house and be like,
right,
it's for the love of hip hop, baby.
Nigga.
you gonna try to shoot him.
Like, yeah, like can't be mad for the love.
But graffiti predates hip hop by far.
Right. Yeah.
We didn't start graffiti. We embraced it and we took it to another level and we did it more recreationally.
Right.
But anywhere that there's poverty, there's been graffiti throughout history.
Right.
People always put up something of rebellion on the walls or on something. Any community that's been impoverished over time, even when they was doing it with mud.
Yeah.
Like graffiti's we didn't start it. We blew it up.
Right.
Yeah, I just think as far as graffiti, it had there was no message behind it. It was just names.
It became just art that's very specific to a certain group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well,
it's niche.
Yeah. I guess it's depending on what you're putting on the wall. Because when I was in Puerto Rico, you would damn near think you was down North Philly.
Exactly.
Like, I'm just riding like, yo, this is Puerto Rico. This shit look crazy. Like, and it'd be crazy.
And they bombing.
Yeah, it's nuts over there. Like, everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, the whole expressway. Yeah. It's like all names on the joint.
Just all graffiti.
Look like Philly.
See,
different.
I just looked at it as I always felt like it was like, it starts with the tags. It was just about just having your name out there. I just thought everybody wanted to be like, yo, I know who this is. I see this.
That's the recklessness and the recreational part that hip hop brought to graffiti.
Yeah.
That's the part he talking about. But also like a mural or when they're mural-esque. You know what I'm saying? When it's a big piece and it, like how you go down 5th Street and they got that whole wall with the pun joints and all of that. Yeah. Like some of them joints are just so beautiful. You know what I mean? Like even if that was your building, you might want to keep it.
Yeah.
Even if you might not paint over that way.
Like I kind of like this. It could stay. Yeah.
No, right down the street, around the corner with the big pun. That's us. That's us.
It's like it becomes. That's how I explain how you get to my place of business.
Yeah, I think
the big pun mural. That's us. Yeah.
I think it's more so you get to hit spots that nobody hit.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be the bragging right. Like, yo, I got right here.
Oh, when you on a
million
bridge,
cops be here. Like,
when you on a bridge and you see motherfuckers hit the top of that building that's right by the bridge, I know niggas whose names is up there. And I've heard stories of how they got it up there, standing on one paint can with one leg, hitting. And my man do all his letters is his wingspan.
Yeah.
Every letter.
Yeah.
Top to bottom, same, you know what I mean?
They fast with it.
Bro, that's crazy.
I seen the bull. I remember I kept saying for years, I never seen nobody do these joints. I remember I was driving on Expressway, I seen some bull just doing it.
Yeah?
I'm like, there you go.
That had to have been like a legendary moment. Because I've never seen nobody.
I wanted to stop and be like, good job.
Almost like start clapping like, yo, dog, I'm going to give you a round of applause.
You know, they just redid the whole highway by Aramingo. They hit all of that shit up. All that fresh white paint. They hit every part of that. And it's like, when?
Right.
They just finished working on the joint. Yeah. It is hit before they even finished.
That night, they did it.
Bro.
It's crazy because I be forgetting that this shit still goes on.
No, like, at a high level.
Right. Like you tend, like I actually forget that like that's really still a big thing that still goes on.
My girl used to bomb.
Yeah.
And if I show you her, it'll blow your mind.
I believe you. But like you almost like in this day and age, you would totally think that like who the fuck is running around with spray paint?
I know. I know bull, he bombed trains. That's all he do. He just bombed trains. I know bull. And he like, yo, man, I just went out last night. You wouldn't even think he did that. He made beats, but you might look at him more of a producer. But he'd be like, I go out every night. I be hitting these trains up. It'd be crazy. It'd be like big, intricate.
Yeah. He probably been at Glockaway because I keep it G. We had one of the biggest taggers in the city had a show on Glockaway. Yeah. And once in a while he used to call all his homies through. Yeah. And they would all be like 40 to like 75 years old. They would be tagging on everything. They would put up the big blue tarp. They would have all type of stuff for everybody to hit up. Bro, these motherfuckers mastered the art of hiding from their face from the camera. Like they're on a show that's on, and you can't. And when they take the group picture, everybody has a creative way. They all hide their face, and then when they leave the station, they bomb everything on the way home. Bro, you just be walking to your car like, yo, they out of pocket. Like, yo, that's crazy. But I'm saying from 40 to 75, and they all be. Hold up, let me see. Everybody got a notebook or something. Everybody hitting each other book. It's crazy. It's a real culture thing. It's not going nowhere.
Yeah, I need to. I wish I knew. I wish we knew we was gonna talk about this. It was this chick with a fat ass. That be. I think she be. All her videos
she on Instagram,
on YouTube. All her videos
she's definitely bombed.
So she don't show her face, but you see her fat ass.
Is she Spanish?
I think she is Spanish.
I think she is.
That's my girl.
Right.
And I said she be tagging.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like she got double promotion. Like she be tagging on shit. You can't see her face.
And you got a fat ass.
Yeah, because you know that she only gonna film from the back.
Exactly.
That's like the bad John that be on walking the 4-wheeler.
4-stroke.
That's her name? Yeah, I seen her too.
4-stroke shorty or something.
It's like a win-win. It's like, and she could walk that puppy.
Dog. It's just like that shit is
organic.
How can you not watch that?
Man.
Like why wouldn't you want
poetry in motion?
Yes. Yeah.
Poetry in motion.
Yeah.
Some things is just naturally beautiful.
Yeah. Dog, we live in a world where it's like people I look at as like celebrities ain't really celebrities, but I kind of give them that, like, you know what I'm saying? Just because of what they do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I look at it like you kind of put them on that pedestal and shit.
I think I've always been like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably why I paid so much attention to all your transitions. One, we were super close to each other.
Right.
But I've always been the person that if I know you good at something, that's what I expect from you. Just give me that. And you the man for that. Like, I don't care. Like, if I go to your game and all you could do is dunk on niggas, you better dunk on somebody when I'm at your game. I'm not expecting you to maybe get 30. I just want to see somebody get had.
Well, I noticed what this nigga do.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm trying to see,
And I'm going to act crazy when you did it like you was
It's like you might get put out after that.
Yeah.
But I saw you dunk.
But
that's what I came to see.
I'm good with that. And then I'm the opposite with celebrities. I always feel like, especially like it came from the mentality of like celebrity women always being put on a pedestal and realizing that they were regular. That I used to be like, well, if you in the same VIP as her, then you can have her, right? And then when you get into this business and you're around celebrities, they are normal people. You know what I mean? Freeway and all of them, they be around. These dudes want the same things out of life that we want out of life, man.
Right.
And they more humble than most of y'all.
Right.
So it's like, I feel like I always been that way.
Yeah. No,
I've always been that way.
I agree.
I think everybody one situation away from being famous.
Absolutely.
You don't know what you gonna do. Like you might soda might fall on your sneakers right now. You might react in
a way that's clip worthy. And it go crazy.
They're like, yo, the bull.
Yeah. Bull dreads went up in the air when the joint hit his foot.
Yeah.
The way it went over.
I was just joking earlier because it was a picture of Meek and it was real awkward looking. He was like looking over. It was weird. But I said, you realize Meek probably one of the most memed rappers. Everything he does is kind of awkward.
Yeah.
He run around the corner, it looks funny. He walk down the steps, it's funny.
It's like
if you think of how many times if he play tennis, it look crazy. Anything Meek does doesn't really quite look right.
Yeah.
Because it's like maybe he wasn't athletic. I don't know, but like
no, I think it's your body movements. The way we think of you is the way you should move, I guess. Because like Jay-Z got the same thing going on. He look awkward doing a lot of things. Like,
he does look awkward, but he looks awkward doing things that Jay-Z should look awkward doing. He should not be comfortable on a jet ski because you don't wear Timbs on a jet ski.
That's the first thing I was thinking. That helmet job where he look crazy.
Yeah, the couple times he looked crazy was the times that it was like, yo you doing this for Beyonce.
Yeah, you should look crazy. You should. You shouldn't be doing this. So it's like,
because Hov actually perfected having showmanship by barely moving.
Yeah,
he started moving when he got around Kanye.
Yeah.
Like as soon as Kanye came into the picture, he's like, I can't let this run over me.
Anybody else that's over 5'8", they learned how to do stage performance from Hov. And he's not he don't wiggle up there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like how to carry yourself and not look goofy. 2 Chainz said it. 2 Chainz said he used to study Hov because it's only 5 rappers over 6 foot.
No, that's one thing that's
at a time.
Rappers are short.
Yeah, they
majority
all
rappers are short.
Everybody kiss height.
But Hov used to rap the way he used to move though, like pause. His like really really stiff.
Yeah,
and if you look at Chainz, he does it too, but he has a different cadence.
Yeah.
So his pauses are more fluent, but it's the same.
That's like Young Chris. Young Chris, I think he adopted it around that time when Young Chris came around.
Possibly.
There's a lot of. I'm not going to go to that argument.
I'm still remembering the bulletproof vest with the white tee and the Rolex.
Yeah.
And he kind of was like that then.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right after the suit.
Yeah.
Right after the suit.
But what you mean? What you was talking about, Young Chris?
It's a common thing that people talk about, but they don't talk about it.
About Jay-Z
taking Young Chris style.
Like
but nobody really want to talk. I don't think Young Chris wanted to
I
talk
don't
about
think he does. Yeah, no, it is.
He did acknowledge it. He said still sharp and still.
Facts.
So it ain't really anything. You know.
I mean, I hear it. I heard it.
If I'm Chris, I might not care as much as y'all do either.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
If you really think about it, like from what he's gotten from being around them and from whatever his time was with them, he might be willing to let go of the whisper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it might not be that deep to him. And on some real shit, all of the bosses do it.
Yeah.
All of the top dudes do it. Cameron stole Jewel's joint.
Yeah.
And everybody thought it was a Dipset flow. That was Jewel's flow.
Yeah. And you know what? He might just look at it like, yo, it only makes sense for him to do this. Like we the younger guys. And it's just him staying in touch with not staying in touch, but you know what I'm saying? Like this. You gotta be hip to the new shit.
Name me 5 people with more flows than Chris.
More
deliveries.
Yeah, I don't really listen to Chris, but I only listen to the hit songs he had.
When it comes to versatility, Chris, Petey, certain dudes I
listen to a lot of Petey.
It comes super naturally to them. Like that might have been a throwaway for him. You know what I mean? Like he's you can tell
Chris
a charismatic person.
Yeah.
He's smooth in his own right. Like he's not somebody that necessarily needed that flow.
Right. Right.
Like I killed it. Hov took it. That's a bragging right.
Yeah.
I'll take that when I got 20 more in the pocket.
Yeah. Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's too much bragging when you're a billionaire and I'm not.
No. I mean, at the end of the day, Chris is still doing good in life from a relationship that he built when he was 16.
Yeah.
Even after it fell apart, he's still running around. They doing good. These dudes ain't doing bad out here. We in Philly. I see these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I ain't saying he's doing bad. I just know that it's a common thing that people like to bring up.
They do.
Yeah, they do. And I think that it's fair because you should acknowledge the fact that Chris is innovative and Hov respected that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it takes anything away from Hov, and I don't think that Chris cares as much as people do.
Yeah. I never thought about it like that, but I agree. That's probably exactly what it is. Boy probably just don't probably give a shit. Like, yo, whatever.
Because it's not like the Gilly Wayne thing.
Yeah.
It's different.
Right.
Remember, I mean, I would care, like, here's the thing. Remember Kanye was on Drink Champs the first time. Mm-hmm. He's like, I've been trying to get Beanie, I owe you like 50 million.
Yeah.
You made the name Yeezy. Like, your eyes just lit up. Like if a nigga tell you,
Beans been looking good ever since that pod drop.
And somebody like, yo,
Beans has been looking great.
Yep.
Ever since that pod drop.
That's a fact.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like
that's a fact.
That's where it comes into play. Where somebody like, yo, I got this check for you for giving me that flow from Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, we never know where certain opportunities come from. Like if Gunna popped up with a Calvin Klein endorsement deal, for instance, you see what I'm saying? Just a random whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know who had them conversations or who recognized him from what to put him where.
Yeah.
Like it might have paid off for him in many different ways that we're not aware of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's not at a place in business where we could say, well, he owns this, he does this, he works for this, he don't have that kind of resume.
Yeah.
But if he has things that have been getting money in his pocket that extend from that, he's still getting his due. He might not be getting his worth, but you get what you negotiate first and foremost.
Yeah.
But if you can make a career off of being young Chris from the Young Guns.
I heard that a lot.
Like I seen Neef pull up the summer league games, and when he left, 20 chicks left the game with him. And this is recent. You see what I'm saying? Like they still living, bro.
Right.
And I think that sometimes that's where it's like, well,
yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fuck it. It ain't that deep.
Nah, you right.
It ain't that deep. Because we never know. We assume. We always assume that we know everything.
Yeah, I don't really talk about. I'm talking about it today. It's crazy. I don't talk about it, but I'm only talking about it because I just go on.
But like Sparks ain't even mad at nobody, and he wrote "Give It to Me."
He definitely
danced around the
so
whole
if
video.
anybody has, if anybody has a right to be mad, it would have to be Sparks.
Well, no. I mean, I think
the Lauren London video.
Dog.
I mean, when you think about it, like "Give It to Me" is like Rick James. "Give It to Me."
Yeah, but that was Sparks' record.
Yeah. Well, it was his record,
and he wrote the hook.
It was his.
That was his hook. Record.
But it was just like
Rick
James though.
Huh?
It was like Rick James' song though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is hip hop without recreating?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
But yeah, you gotta figure that song is. I mean, that's the song that's like. If you don't even know Jay-Z like that, it's like, but you know that record, like for the most part.
That's
like,
one of them. That's one of the ones that went.
Yeah, it went. That's what I'm trying to say. I might sound like I'm.
And mind you, it wouldn't have probably went nearly as far if it stayed a Sparks record.
For sure. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure.
I can't say that because the Joe Budden had "Pump It Up" and that joint went through the roof. Pump. No, come on. He was basically nobody.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I feel like that one reason why I feel like that might be different. It might be different is because Joe had the whole Def Jam behind him too to pump that.
Yeah,
like if Emilio would have dropped that, Give It to Me, he ain't. I mean,
it would have been a state property release.
Yeah.
No, I can't say
it wouldn't
that.
Have been, I don't think it would have been the same machine behind it.
Rock the Mic went through the roof, and Frio was nobody at the time. I can say he's nobody, but Rock the Mic went through.
But I think Beans on it.
He wasn't on it originally though.
But I think Rock the Mic went because that was around the time where Rockefeller really was starting to.
Do y'all realize that PD don't miss?
Huh?
PD
don't miss.
No, I love PD.
PD
don't miss.
PD is that I
always felt like PD.
Crack don't miss. If Crack is on it, it's playing in the clubs.
Yeah.
Galinde, ma.
From
You're like Galinde,
from a hit song to an underground
joint,
banger.
It's going to ring.
Yeah.
The whole State Property album, half of State Property 2 album was his songs. He took it up. They took him off of them.
Yeah.
You gonna want me back?
Yeah.
Like all of them.
No, PD's one of them boys.
He was next up.
Yo, and you know what's crazy is
he got locked up.
I'm still to this day.
I be arguing with Crack all the time because he don't like to hear that he a legend, but
no, he's a fucking legend. And you know what's crazy is like I still to this day be like, he's one of those people that I'm just like, yo, we didn't get to see what this bull really could have been. Cause I'm like, I always looked at Crack like, yo, this bull he's the guy. He's about to be the next bull. From that Neo John, when he did
agree or disagree.
That John, I thought bull was about to be the next shit.
And I know why it couldn't happen because of the name. But my theory was if he would have got with a Spanish crew like Terror Squad, he'd have went gold just off of being Spanish and would have went platinum off of being dope.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Crack resented him for the Crack name. So people always said, well, that could have never happened. But I feel like he needed to be with a Spanish clique. Even though
he black too.
Yeah, but I mean, Nori is black and Puerto Rican too, but Nori has never made a star.
I think Nori should have. I think
never made a star.
I think he should have went under Nori wing.
Nori doesn't know how to make a star.
Yeah.
Like history has proven. Who has Nori given us?
Well, no,
that's a producer that actually helped make him.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That was so 50-50.
Yeah.
That was the best transaction ever.
Nori get a lot of credit though because he was like the first motherfucker with and he was the
Pharrell
first.
Didn't, right?
Yeah,
but Pharrell was on what? Rum Shaker.
Yeah,
like,
he made the beat. Yeah, like, I think he made the hook and everything.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That's 50-50.
Yeah. No, you're right. No, dog. Like, no, I still, even to this day, I still be looking forward to PD shit. Yeah. Like whenever anything he do,
because he still got that. He still sounds super hungry. I'm not sure if it's the sound of his voice or he just really is still hungry.
I think he just really loves, like some people you could just tell they really love rap music and they really love hip hop.
The reason he fell back is because he loves it so much.
Yeah. The
time when he wasn't doing shit was because he didn't feel challenged. He felt like, mumble rap and all that. When that time was going on, he felt like, who am I competing against?
Yeah.
What is the bar? Like, similar to what 3 Stacks has said recently, like, dudes that really like to get busy and they base it on competition.
Yeah.
They fall out of it, but now he's coming back around again. He's, he got like his second win.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he really loves that shit. If you ever ask him, he's gonna tell you, his influence is Tough Crew.
Yeah, I can hear it.
You know what I mean? And shout out to them. We know all of them, but like he'll tell you every day. I remember them riding around with the Jeeps. You know what I'm saying? In the neighborhood, they was the neighborhood superheroes. So like he cares about being nice.
Yeah. No, you could tell.
Yeah.
Yo, do you remember You remember we was gonna try to remember we had a whole plan to do a video with Tammy Jean and Petey.
Yeah,
we was piecing it together. So that we had with this.
They got a record?
No.
So
we had an idea. Me and him when we was doing the Flash Mob John. After we did that video,
jump around.
After we did the jump around John in there, right? So we just once that John, because that John was actually popular, and a lot of people loved it. She loved it. Everybody did. So it was like we had an idea. We came up with an idea at the time of like we was gonna try to have her do like
old school joints,
like just like a bunch of old school joints, like redo a bunch of old school joints. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not all together, just like another single like that jump around John.
So what we was gonna do was, and it was crazy because like she know Petey,
right?
And she was like, "Yo," so when we brought the idea to her, it was like. We wanted her and Petey on. We was gonna do Cypress Hill, How to Kill a Man. How I could we was gonna have them rap on that.
That would have been ill.
And the main reason was, reason was because how we felt, how Petey was gonna kill, how he rapped. You listen to that track that how I could just kill him. As soon as you said
it, I heard it.
Like dog, like you know what I'm saying.
You said it, I heard it.
We like, yo, this boy is gonna trash. Like he's gonna OD on this John.
And I know that she would find a pocket in there for her.
Right. But what made it dope was that when we brought it to her, she was just like, yo, it's crazy. She's like, cause she was like, that's one of the people in the city that I don't have a record with. So and she had his number, so she hit him up and all that, and they rapped, and I know he said he was down or whatever the case is. For whatever reason, it never happened. You know how that shit goes. But we was definitely planning that to do that, and I think that John would have been. But that's why we was so hyped. Like we was gonna do the video. Remember we had the whole idea.
Yeah, the same thing with Jump Around. I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Still do it.
Right.
That's well, you can. I mean, it's probably why we talking about.
Yeah, still do it. I think because on some real shit, when you said them two on that beat, because I got a lot of respect for her. Yeah. And we all know I've already said I love what Crack do.
Right.
It sounds like,
you know what I'm saying?
That sound like a winner.
Yeah.
That sound like it sounds almost like it can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah. Especially when you just think about the record already. You know what I'm saying?
And I know that like she's such a professional about her. She's not going to lose.
Right.
She's going to fight on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, but you're right though. That's the thing about all this shit is like even when you had these ideas or these concepts, no matter when it was, like you can still do these things.
Yeah, I got records that I've already titled with people that I haven't been in the studio with.
Yeah.
But we be having conversations and I'm like, that's the song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the song.
Yeah. No, that's how it go.
Just got to make it happen when you can. You dealing with people that, God bless them, everybody got a schedule. We just got to figure it out. Just got to figure it out.
Yeah. Yo, so do y'all think, I'm going way back, but do you think Kanye did bless Beans with some bread?
Yeah, he took care of Beans.
You think he actually did?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know to what extent.
Yeah.
But I believe initially he did. If you realize when they did the Drake Kanye concert,
yeah,
Beans was there. He was on the floor backstage or whatever. I don't, because it was a weird setup, so it's weird to say backstage because it was
yeah.
But he was around. He started taking pictures different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like little things. Yeah,
but no, that's love though. I think that's love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it don't happen that often.
Right.
Like I said before, like
that'll be equivalent to like if this nigga popped off if he made a couple $100,000 off of his first mixtape, John. What was the John? What was the first John called?
I'll be drinking, I'll be smoking.
No, but what was your mixtape called though?
Was it I Swear?
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be like if he popped off of that and came back and tossed me a couple because I hosted it. That's the love, you know what I'm saying? It'd be the same. That'd be the same thing, like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ideally, good-hearted people always want to be able to do that shit.
Yeah, you see how I threw that out there though, just in case he do pop off that joint. I'm like, yeah, he about.
Listen, the crazy thing is, I don't forget nothing.
No, I already know.
Because
I already know.
Most of the people that have done things for me selflessly, ain't here no more.
Yeah.
So the list of people that I still feel like I could do something for is not very long.
Yeah.
And I'm good with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm still paying forward for shit that was done for me 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, Yeezy is the name of everything.
Right.
And he was a billionaire.
Yeah.
So 50 million was like, yo, take this.
And like I said, we don't know what he gave him.
Right.
He might have gave him a percentage or something.
Yeah.
Maybe his stock fell when Yeezy stock fell. We don't know.
Yeah.
But he made an attempt, I believe, to a certain extent to make it right with him.
Definitely.
Financially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's dope though.
I believe that.
But no, and honestly, though, I always say, I tell other motherfuckers, like, I appreciate the fact that I even was able, that you even let me, or even wanted me to, like, host that John, like, host it, first mixtape John.
It made all the sense in the world.
Yeah, that shit, and that shit was,
I still fuck with both of the joints we got on that joint.
Yeah, we did 2 Johns.
Yep.
I'm on there, up at the crib on Cotman and shit.
Yeah.
Got crazy in there one day.
Yeah. That shit was always fun.
I had Chalk with me. Shout out to Chalk, man.
Yeah. No, that's that. Oh, yeah. Mama, you talking about Belafonte?
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah, no, them Johns.
Chalk doing big shit too, man.
Yeah.
The Chalk, man.
That's what's up. Yeah, I know he be on his cigar joint.
He got the cigar shit. He got the sneaks. The merch is going crazy. He doing good. He doing big things, man.
No, that's
doing
what's
the
up.
events. I like it.
Yeah, but no, we it was always fun doing them Johns. Them 2 Johns that we did was fun as shit.
Because it was us. Like, one thing about it, like, we was damn near each other's first best friend.
Yeah.
So, like, we kind of have a natural synergy to us. Like, I understand you.
Right.
As the kid with the ponytail. Remember you had the longest tail on him?
Tail and shit.
Like, I still know that guy.
Yeah.
So now we pick up a drink. Ain't much change.
Right, at all. I don't know if that's good or bad.
We might actually get younger the more we drink, right?
Yeah.
Start wilding.
That's a fact.
So it's like, I think that I'm super intentional about what I do. So you hosting that thing made all the sense.
No, it did, yeah. No, that shit was dope. It's crazy because I still be having people say shit about it. You know what's funny? Even off of that, you know what it is too, is when you do shit like that, it always opens up other opportunities. Because you know what's crazy? I had a bull, and he kind of buzzing now, I think. What the fuck is his name? I think you connected him. What's the bull? The bull from Philly, he got the red dreads. Mop top.
No, you actually connected me with him.
I know. Because what I'm saying. But it came from.
I did a song with him though.
Did you?
I got a record. It's crazy.
It came from. I thought it came from. I feel like it came from. It might have been 1 or 2 things, but I think it also came from me hosting your joint too. Because he asked me to host. He was trying to put out something. That's how I connect. Remember, I tried to connect y'all. You know what I'm saying? But that's how that shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I mean. It's like when you do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it just opens up other doors and opportunities. That's how, you know what I mean? Because the fact that, like you said, you just said you did a song with him.
And that was on some random shit, bro.
Yeah.
It had a producer in the studio. I'm at 1122, and it had a producer from, I want to say Italy. Excuse me. And I'm working with him. I had did a joint with Dutch that day. Complicated. And it's a story joint. And then I told the producer, like, now that you heard my tone and all of that, play something you want to hear me on.
Yeah.
And he put on this crazy joint. And Mop Top walked in the damn studio.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you might as well, you know what I mean?
Right.
And he hopped on that shit and went crazy. Yeah. It's called Tore Up Rock. That's out too. And it was just like happenstance, but it was kind of like off of the familiarity.
Yeah.
It wasn't from like, it wasn't about a check first and foremost. And it wasn't like he owed me anything. It was just off the tip like, I be fucking with homie. I be seeing him. He always show love, and the song was hitting, and he hopped on that joint. And we actually, because when I put it out, he was like, "Damn, why you ain't tell me we could have shot the vid and all that?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm juggling a million things,
bunch of shit.
So everything. Sometimes I miss the mark, but shout out to him. But no, I remember specifically asking you who he was on social media. He was like, little entertainer rapper boy, kind of like such and such. We had the conversation. And he gets it done. He gets a lot of branding situations and stuff too. He gets it done, man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I was just thinking about that shit. Like, yo, it'd be crazy how how shit happens.
Because I got that song off of you.
Right, but that's you know what I mean. Like, that's just how things work. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
that's the beautiful thing.
The
problem comes when people resent that move. Like, if you meet somebody through them, then whatever that they do together after that, you should get 20% of or something. Like, it's weird. Like, I introduce people to each other to be great.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then if y'all win together, that's awesome.
Exactly.
Let's go to lunch or something. Like, I don't need nothing.
Yeah, because it's the same way. That's how you figure. That's how I got. You got to figure a lot of work I was able to get done was through meeting motherfuckers from you. Geo, like I would have, Geo, Vito, but I met Super K, you know what I'm saying? Bruno, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, all those connections really came through you, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. I'm glad I was able to do it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And what's crazy is, you know what? Shout out to the boy Bruno, because he always, it's so crazy because I'll be surprised. Bruno still will hit me, like, whenever he has something going on. And it's always like last minute. Yeah. And a lot of times I can't do it or whatever because it's like last minute.
He hit you for the Doing My Bop video.
Yeah, he did that.
It was down the street too.
Yeah, crazy. He told me he was about to go out New York and fuck with Jim Jones and all that shit. And he was like, yo, and I was like, damn, like, and I'd be like, yo, trust me. I literally be like, yo, give me a second, and I literally be trying to figure out any way I can make it happen. Because you know what I'm saying. But I always tell him, no, I appreciate the fact that you actually hit me.
Yeah,
you dig what I'm saying? Because a lot of people won't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people won't do stuff like that. So, people like that, like, I fuck with heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, and I always tell him, like, dog, I appreciate the fact that you even think about me when these opportunities come out. Because you ain't got to. You know what I'm saying?
And, like I said, motherfuckers be thinking about so much shit. The fact that you still was able to think of me is a blessing.
Right.
It's a beautiful thing.
Right.
And, I mean, you naming Gio and Bruno. I don't got a record with Super K or Vito yet, but, like, you know what I mean? Stages I've been on because I have a record with Gio or a record with Bruno.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a blessing, too. They put me in front of people every time they get a chance to.
Yeah.
And, we tearing it up.
Yeah.
Like, we acting crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Shellyano. He was at one of them joints. He talk about it all the time. But, like, that's what you do it for. Like I said, I went to the studio last night. Shout out to DJ and just met a bunch of dope people.
Mm-hmm.
I laid 8 bars. There's 30 people in there. Only about 3 or 4 people got on the record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we was vibing. It's like, that's what you do it for, because a lot of the people in that room I could see making other steps with.
Right. No, that's real shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's music game, dog. I don't rap no more though. Like,
I think rappers always rap.
I feel you. But
rappers do that. It'd be like the Bad Boy trilogy.
Yeah.
Like 96 part 2 come out in 03. You know what I'm saying? That's how rappers be.
Rappers don't retire, bro. Yeah. First of all, how do you stop doing something that you have mentally trained yourself to do your whole life?
Yeah,
like, you could be driving or on the bus and you think of some fly shit.
Yeah.
Like, it happens. Now, what you do with it is on you.
Yeah.
But if I tell your ass we in the studio from 5 to 10, I want to hear that shit.
Right.
Bring your ass on.
Right.
You still rap today.
Yeah. No, you right. Because I stay be rapping and shit. Like, if I'm just like, when I was driving and shit.
It's a mental thing.
Yeah,
we just talked about them 2 records that we recorded in your crib. It ain't take no time to do them songs, bro.
No.
It wasn't that long ago.
No, not at all.
It ain't take no time to do these records. He got it.
I think it's a matter of how people perceive themselves getting put on. You know what I'm saying? Like, like going through the whole gauntlet right now as a new artist. at whatever age you are now.
In order to be a rapper, it means business.
Yeah.
When you call yourself a rapper, it's like, yeah, so what are you doing? And that comes with paperwork and or you on these streaming sites and whatever have you. So a lot of times it's easy to say you're not a rapper when you're not active.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Right.
Rapper,
Yeah,
bro.
no, that's true.
I don't even know if you be proud to tell your family like you ain't get put on and you like 50 years old like, Mom, I got a show.
But see, now there's a misconception in that too. Yeah. Like I know a dude that I think you know him too, and he go to Australia every year for 30 days.
Yeah.
To perform,
getting a check. Yeah, that's
half of Philly don't know who this motherfucker is unless they rappers.
Right.
But this motherfucker, he has a day job.
Yeah.
But other side of the world for 30 days, shooting videos, rocking stages, and recording.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people that their income might balance out to around 100 and 120.
Right.
But 60-70% of that might come from hip hop.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but like,
and that's dope.
That's
great,
super dope. Because that's their second job or they first. Like, just imagine everybody else working 2 and 3 jobs.
Right.
This motherfucker's other job is hip hop.
Yeah.
Is to be praised somewhere. Is to get instant gratification on stage. Is to sell merch.
Right.
To have cult followings.
Yeah.
Like that shit is dope,
that's
yo.
Dope.
Everybody can't be Lil Wayne, man.
Yeah.
You're not a failure. You're not, and the nigga I'm talking about is well over 40.
Yeah.
So you're not necessarily.
Yeah, but he there though. I mean, I'm saying like a guy that's like
trying to get there.
Yeah, I'm like no more games. It's gonna happen. I'm 55. I'm taking all my money and putting it into this music.
That's a wild space. But you know what's crazy? You know what's funny? 10 years from now, that might not be so crazy because now we've seen 50-year-old rappers do it well.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it might be 1 or 2 that slide in at 55 like on some real shit.
The door for everybody else.
And I want y'all to watch the Afro Man doc too that's on Vice.
He got the documentary.
Oh, you talking about the boy? Like, because I got high?
Because I yeah.
This nigga,
I heard his album before.
He travels by himself, state to state, touring to this day in his caddy.
But that's the Vanilla Ice thing I was trying to tell you.
Good. Like, but he doesn't expect, but so, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he was always happy being him before he got.
Like, he could go places, don't nobody know who he is.
I mean, the Afro makes it hard, but at the same time, he's not that big of a star either. But that is going to be he's not going to fuck.
But he's living off of that. He's living off of that song.
He's living off of that project.
But that's what I was trying to say earlier. I'm not sure if we started. Like when you're famous, the opportunity is always going to be there. So the fame is probably more valuable than the money. Like, cause he's Afro Man was like 20, 30 years past.
It's 20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago. Yeah, so he's still getting money off of it.
Yeah, well. Not to rehash the whole conversation, but my whole thing wasn't about no, I know that there's financial value in being famous.
Yeah.
Right? But when you go into something, you should go into something with the goal to be great at it and to profit from it if you can. You should never do anything that you're great at without profiting from it, right?
Yeah.
If you go into it strictly looking for fame, then you still be famous 20 years later. But that dash in between is going to be filled with a lot of bullshit, a lot of headaches, a lot of stresses, a lot of traumas is going to happen in between because you're fighting for fame. You're not fighting for greatness.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So no, I dig it. Welvin, 15 years from now might be on VH1, but right now he's standing on the sidewalk in Vegas asking people for money to take selfies.
Oh, this is somebody you just made up.
Welvin the Great, the young.
Oh, all right, that's a real person.
The boy that used to go viral back in the day.
Yeah.
Mental problems.
Okay. I still don't know who.
Oh, the boy.
These nuts.
With the teeth.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah, got him. Yeah.
Oh, they milked him out. He's like.
He's in Vegas taking selfies.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So now VH1 might pick him up. He'd be on a surreal life like Dennis Rodman and them.
Right.
In 10 more years, once it becomes, once that cycle goes.
Yeah.
But that dash. Man, and I'm not blaming him. I'm just speaking for like how that fame could be very deceptive and still pay later.
Right.
You can still get a check off it later.
Right.
But you want your dash to be a little stronger than that. You want to be like Brandy, and you sit down for 20 years and motherfuckers are still saying she got the strongest voice since Whitney.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I feel you.
You can't beat that.
Yeah, not at all.
Beat that.
If that's what they say, then I'm
you
good.
Know what I mean?
I'm still good.
You can give me Fantasia, love Jill Scott, all of that. But something about that Brandy is always going to be Brandy. Mm-hmm. She's never going to be somebody that's scrambling because when she come out, she going to come out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And you want that. That's what you want.
And she ain't dropped nothing since what?
You don't want your dash to be.
Since like 2004.
Yeah. And mind you,
she did an album with Kanye.
She squandered a lot of money early on in her career because she refused. She had stage fright. So she didn't tour a lot early on in her career. Like when she was popping, she wasn't going nowhere. Remember they did the song with all the women on it? That's why they ain't tour.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's about that remix where it looked like Flavor in Your Ear.
What was the song? I forget the name of the song.
With Queen Latifah and all that.
It was one of them ladies. It was all women on it. And, and it was a good joint.
It was in black and white, I think. It looked like Flavor in Your Ear.
Probably.
It was like Flavor in Your Ear for women.
Yeah. Like a band for TV.
No, it literally looked like Flavor in Your Ear because you had Biggie and all them.
Yeah.
And then she wrote Being Brandy for a while. She started performing.
Yeah.
And she wrote Being Brandy for a while. She took her time and then she had that accident.
She had an accident?
Brandy killed somebody.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Bro, all these singers got bodies.
Yeah, I had no idea. The media did good because I didn't get that memo.
A couple of them got hit and runs. And what she did too was she lied about being married when she was pregnant. And they had the TV show with the bull. And then the bull came out and said that she, like a lot of stuff happened to her in that in-between phase.
Oh, Moesha?
That was life shit. No, when she
had another TV show?
No, she had a reality show.
Yeah. Okay. I missed a lot for Brandy.
Yeah, it was one of those couple shows. It was early on.
Okay.
But the guy wasn't, like, that wasn't even really her dude like that.
Yeah.
But they was acting like they was married or about to get married or something. And then at some point, he just had enough.
Yeah.
He outed everything. So but see, even all that shit she went through, still Brandy.
Oh, yeah. That shit ain't.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you want to be great.
Yeah, she was. You
don't want to be famous. You want to be great.
She was marketed under like Whitney Houston. You know what I mean? It took a good shine to her, so they marketed her like she's the next generation of that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure. No,
and I think that's some of the reasons that she bumped her head in certain instances too is because she was super sheltered and like remember she wasn't allowed to not wear braids. Because they didn't want the industry to fuck up her hair and all of that shit. She had to have the braids all the time like that. They were super strict. She had a momager.
Yeah.
She had one of the first momagers.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And God bless her because Brandy and Ray J came out great. But like, it was different.
Yeah, they never really went anywhere.
So I think sometimes when she bumped her head, it was because of she wasn't sneaking out when Ray J was sneaking out. She didn't know certain things.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's real shit, dog. Yeah, dog. Y'all know what
all
it is,
for them.
Man?
On the two things, man.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's all good. I'm about to give y'all two things. Two things. One, it's fucking Sunday football. My Birds is playing the Colts. Right? I'm not sure who, because I know you, I hate to say it. I know you.
I ain't watching football no more.
You done with football?
I quit football right around Kaepernick.
Oh, so you, because of that? Did that have a lot to do with it?
I saw the CTE shit. Saw a couple. Yeah. I saw a movie and another video on the CTE thing.
What movie was it?
I saw the
John,
the one, the big one.
Called? Yeah, the Concussion.
Yeah,
with Will Smith.
Yeah, and I saw a doc.
That was dope though.
I saw a doc right before that came out.
Yeah,
that was related. It felt like it was part of the rollout. Anyway,
that's crazy.
And then the Kaepernick thing happened, and the responses around the league to that was crazy. And then what you were about to say was, I'm a former Cowboys fan.
Yes, I was.
And it's very hard when the owner of your team wants to be Trump Jr. So the guilt that I felt watching football came from a lot of different angles. Like I give a fuck about my people, whether that's we talking about their brains getting rattled, or we talking about their rights and their voices in the sport. Yeah. But then to be up under that was extra crazy. So it's like, it's more cringy now. It's not as much fun as it used to be.
Right.
So I just talk.
No, you know what's crazy is I'll be honest. The movie Concussion actually, I will be honest, that did make me question whether I was going to continue to watch football or not. It did.
It's because it's scary.
I didn't stop.
But you feel like
I actually questioned it.
You feel like you a little implicit, don't you?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like they made you an accessory?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Like, yo, I'm part of the problem.
Like, if this whole game don't go smooth,
I'm part of the problem.
I watched it. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm part of the problem. Yeah. No, for sure.
And I don't knock nobody. You know what I mean?
I know, because I understand.
I'm literally talking about my reaction, my anxiety.
No, I know. Because when
I'm trying to do something to relax, it's not relaxing to me.
No, I get it. Because, like I said, it made me question it and think about it, but I never stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a point where I was like, should I feel bad watching it? And I was just like, you know what? I was like, I can't do that. I was like, because at the end of the day, I was like, I'm watching it. I enjoy it. I'm not going to make myself feel bad for no reason.
If that's your day to do your thing,
you
don't profit off of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But I also looked at it like, it could be a day that comes where I might say, you know what? I'm done with it. I ain't fucking with this.
But most of my friends were bigger football fans than me anyway. So it might have been easier for me to give it up.
Right.
It was more of a thing to do on Sunday for me. Right. More so like I never played with pads. I was good at street football.
Me too. Yeah, I never.
But like, I never was that committed to it. I don't play the video game. I don't keep up with the drafts.
I do play the video game.
You see what I'm saying? So I wasn't as deep as some people are. So it was really easy for me. I still got basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I actually don't have time to watch as much basketball as I would like to. I've been watching YouTube hoopers. It's crazy because they on demand. Right. You know what I mean? They right there. Easy. 15 minutes or whatever.
Right.
But no, like, I think it might have been easier for me than most people. So I don't knock nobody for it.
Yeah. So damn, you've been off of it for a minute then.
Yeah, we talking about more than 5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. No, but I just thought about it because I'm like, but that makes sense because I have.
You ain't seen me in none of the arguments, none of the discussions.
That's why I'm like, I'm so used to. There's like two people that I know that I fuck with heavy that was Dallas fans. Mm-hmm. You was one of them. It was my homegirl Stephanie, and I'm like, I always look forward to football season. I'm like, I know I can talk shit to these. Yep. I got two of my peoples I can talk shit.
I still be getting shot at, and it'd be like, you got it.
Like I'm done with it. Like I don't even care. Bro.
But shout out to Moneybags, my man Moneybags. He part of the biggest fireman class that Philly ever had a couple years back. He was in the streets with me. Nice. But he's a huge Cowboy fan. Yeah. And I always get a laugh off of him because we know a lot of the same people. So every time an Eagles post go up, he's in their comments going crazy. Heavy. And he's funny. Yeah. But I don't even like it. I don't comment. Yeah. Like, I leave it alone. I don't piggyback.
Yeah, you off of it.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
What's up.
But shout out to the Eagles because one thing for sure, two things for certain. When our sports teams is doing good, this city feels different, man.
Yeah, don't it?
That Phillies run.
Yeah,
that last couple weeks, it felt different.
And it's like
motherfuckers ain't get shot for like 10 days.
yeah.
Bro, it was like 10 days and no deaths in Philly.
I'm gonna tell you when they did is when they lost. When it was
over. It was the game before it was over.
Was it the game before? Yeah, it was. I think it was in like where was it at? It was down north or Kensington or something. It was like out of a bar, like 10 people. It was because they called it like a mass joint.
Yeah, that's around the corner from me.
Yeah, it was like a bunch of people, but it was one of the losses. Mm-hmm. I was like, it was a big game.
It's crazy. So I be wanting y'all to win. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like as long as everybody happy, it's good to see parades and people mosh pitting together of all races and
that's a fact.
That's dope. It's fire, and a lot of cities never got that shit.
Yeah,
at all. Super Bowls and all that.
All that type of shit. People don't realize how rare that type of shit is because most sports have been dominated by a handful of teams.
Yep.
Well, it was rare for us when we got it.
Oh, yeah, it was super. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the city went so nuts. You know what I'm saying?
So that's dope.
And we
didn't even know what to do.
No.
They like, I'm just going outside.
Yeah.
In LA, they got a plan.
They used to that shit.
Yeah. Like, this is where I'm at every time.
Every year we have this going on.
Yeah, it's like a Thanksgiving Day parade for them.
It's the norm and shit.
It's normal.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, listen. My birds going to the bowl.
Y'all better. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, they actually going? I don't watch sports.
So it's not actually anything yet.
Hold on, where y'all 8-1, 9-1?
We 8-1. We about to play the Colts today. Yeah, they the best team in the league right now.
Y'all should beat the Colts.
Yeah, they got the. Well, we kind of tied because I think Minnesota. Do Minnesota got 2 or 1 loss?
I don't know.
Minnesota. It was crazy. It's Minnesota right now. Kirk Cousins is the only team I think that got 1 loss outside of us.
Oh, so y'all okay?
You know what I'm saying? But we were the only team that gave them their loss.
Right.
We beat them.
Because I know that the Colts is decent just by sport.
Yeah.
Because of sports shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I literally haven't watched it.
But we should knock them off. But look, the Eagles definitely should make a bowl. Definitely make a run this year, and they should at least be in the Super Bowl this year for sure.
Did you think that the Phillies was going to win the World Series?
They didn't win, right?
No, they didn't. I don't follow baseball at all, but I mean, I watched that shit. Obviously, especially being in the industry, working in the bars, whatever. I thought they had a shot, especially because of the run they went on when nobody was expecting them to even make it. And then they go on that run.
They definitely had a shot.
Yeah, and I feel like that too. And then especially when you get to the World Series and you win that first game in Houston, I was like, oh yeah, this. You know what I mean? Because usually the person that win I forget what the percentage is, but usually the team that wins that first game
wins the series.
Any championship, World Series or whatever, usually wins the series.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
I just kept thinking they just swept the Yankees.
Yeah.
They just swept them up.
That's true.
So we could be tough and make it a fight. And like you said, we had a chance, but I don't think that I was as gun-ho as a lot of people was because I was like, these motherfuckers is nice.
Yeah.
And then they made me feel bad because after they won, I'm like, oh, this the first joint for the manager boy, the old head black boy, man. I kind of want him to have one. I'm not mad he got one.
No, I feel you.
But I wish we could have had, like I said, that celebration.
Yeah, but it was a nice ride. It was a nice way to ride for a while.
Loading up the fire pit, putting the projector screen on in the backyard.
It was looking so good between that and then having the Birds undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a good run.
That like probably month or whatever it was, 4 to 6 weeks we had with all that was was good fucking times. Everybody was just
a lot of free coffee.
Yeah. A lot of people everybody was drunk and fucked up for like a month and a half. Seriously, and I'm working the bar.
I'm about to say, y'all did y'all numbers.
Yeah, that's what everybody was doing. Everybody was fucked up every day.
The tips are better when we win.
Yes.
Everybody, I was in Baltimore recently, right, for my man's 40th, and stayed overnight. Sunday come, Ravens game on. It's a strip out there with like 30 bars, all of them showing the game, all of them packed.
Yeah.
All the white girls got on a uniform, either a Ravens hoodie, sweatshirt, T-shirt, or jersey with some cut-off shorts and random footwear, right? They all got it on. It's packed to the brim everywhere. My man, it was the Dolphins game.
Okay,
That game was crazy.
That game was nuts.
My man was like, yo, if they win, this strip is going to be lit until 3 a.m. If they lose, it's going to be zombie land.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in there. The Dolphin Tua pulled some shit out his ass.
Yeah.
And they won that joint. Yeah. And I swear to God, I just saw like a whole, like it felt dark outside. You know how people describe walking in prisons, like you just feel the stress?
Yeah.
Like when it's that many bars of angry people, I don't want to be a bartender. Like, no. Like, it was bad, yo. And everybody was clearing out. Like, you couldn't get an Uber. You couldn't get a scooter. You couldn't get nothing. Everybody was trying to go home.
That's how it be. You affect, like, people don't understand how much you affect, like, with these games and shit. When you have them big games, dog, like, in the city, the way shit be, like, when they lose or something, it affects everything. Because it affects everybody's mood. Everybody pissed.
You feel the loss in the win streak. Yeah. When y'all on the streak and it's like, oh shit, it's been too much straight of popping.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, y'all lose 2 games. You ain't buying the same bottles when you go home. You're not smoking the same.
That's just crazy itself.
Yeah, it is. But
they don't do shit for you.
That's a fact.
But this is how invested. Well, everybody has their release.
Yeah.
And a lot of, when you have expendable income, you do with it as you please. That's dictated by the morale of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let the dollar circulate. You know what I mean? As soon as you tell everybody that it ain't no money out here, it's a recession, motherfuckers stop spending money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then that makes it worse because nobody's getting anybody's money.
Right.
Let the dollar circulate. Like, it's all about people's moods. You could literally put up a headline and make people stay in their house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So imagine when they're that tied into this thing that they think is like, that's their one day.
Right.
Their one day.
Yeah.
Is football.
Yeah. Think about it. This is why I'm about to end this podcast so I can go watch football.
Word.
Yeah. Like I said, that's one of the things. I mean, it ain't the reason why I don't watch sports, but like that's just people be acting ridiculous over sports.
I can't get that invested in it.
Yeah, this is crazy. You don't get 1 cent.
I know.
You get coffee. You was getting coffee for a little bit.
But I don't go to where they give out the free coffee.
You don't like that coffee. That's why they give out free coffee, because don't nobody want that coffee.
I don't go there.
As long as they winning, free coffee.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love the sport. Like when it comes to basketball, I love basketball. Yeah. I don't get attached to certain things. Like Kobe was, that was different. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Kobeite.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like I know that a team can move to another city.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy if they was like
the Eagles will never
New
leave.
Jersey Eagles or something like that.
Well, the Eagles in their worst seasons are still top 3 in revenue and merch and shit like that.
Yeah.
Always.
They got a good thing.
Which means that the Eagles might have the silliest fans in the world.
Probably.
Because y'all don't even get an ownership or reason to do better. Hey, like, we gonna sell tickets and jerseys anyway. We good.
Don't matter. Win or lose.
I think
they gonna come throw beer at everybody. We good.
They picked the right thing. The Eagles, I don't know why they named it the Eagles, but it's crazy. That know Eagles, like that story on Eagles, like how crazy they are?
No.
They crazy as shit. They would try to take down Buffalo. Mm-hmm. I think that's the mentality of like the football team, though.
No, that's a fact. That's the mentality of the city.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like if you watch a documentary on Eagles, they would try to take down the biggest animal, knowing they can't do it.
Is that your spirit animal?
No, I'm just saying. Like I watch a lot of animal shit.
All right, before we wrap, does everybody have a spirit animal?
I don't.
I never thought about it.
Yeah, me neither.
All right, cool. Next time I need y'all to have your spirit animal as homework.
What's your spirit animal?
I'm gonna be cliche and say panther.
I don't think that's.
I don't think it's cliche.
I thought a lion.
I never heard nobody say it at all. So,
well, you know, we love Black Panthers, and now it's a thing. But I've had the tattoo since back in the day when everybody got them. Yeah. But I've always.
But hold on, here's the thing. How do you find out what your spirit?
You try to match personality traits, I guess, or energy.
Well, I thought mine was elephants then.
But then, so here's the thing. Don't you do something? Like, how did you figure out that a panther was your spirit animal? Did somebody have to tell you that? Like, how do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
He closes out.
I don't know the
animal we seen.
I don't know the personality of an alligator. I like alligators. I'm very amused. I get it.
But I
watch a lot of alligator documentaries and shit.
But you probably
do that make it my spirit animal though?
It's possible because it might like it's just like when people see something happen to their own race, they're more intrigued by it.
Yeah.
You might identify more with that than you think you do.
Okay.
You might like the way that they stalk and the way that when they do attack that it's real and it's you know what I mean? It's short, it's quick, it's over. That might be your personality.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm a fucking
yeah, I like to stay out the way. So elephants seem like they out the way.
Elephants, but he said elephant quick. He said that earlier.
Yeah,
he said that quick.
Yeah, elephants. I fuck with elephants hard.
They remember everything though.
Yeah, I remember a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So we just got our spirit animal. You an elephant, alligator, dog.
Panther. We a weird group. This is a children's book waiting to happen.
These three have no reason to be
together.
Yeah.
It's only gonna be bad.
At all. Yo, listen, man.
Only gonna be bad.
Two Thangs.
Yeah.
Podcast, dog. Produced by Tuna Fish and Crackers Podcast. Give them your rundown again, guys, so I can hear it again, so I can feel like I'm about to step in a wrestling match. Let's get it.
Sipping with Sammy, Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammy, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. It'll be 2023 already, and you wouldn't have had a shot yet. And I gotta change that soon. Also, I want to thank you guys, man, for having me on here. Always a pleasure. Mr. Get Drunk is my guy. Sipping with Sammy podcast drops every Thursday at 4 p.m. on all major streaming platforms. And when I say every Thursday, I mean every Thursday. We ain't missed one yet.
There you go.
Sipping with Sammy concert series is on the YouTube page. Check it out. A lot of dope artists. The virtual concert experience. Thank you to everybody that's been a part of that, by the way. But and look forward to the 200th episode. Hopefully these gentlemen will be there for us because we're going to shoot that soon. We're going to do a live experience and we're going to have some fun together, man. If you want to be a part of that, tap in with me. Hit my IG, Sipping with Sammy, SIPPINWIT SAMMIE, SIPPINWIT SAMMIE, Sipping with Sammy. And it's the same for the YouTube. And just let me know. We figure it out, man. We figure it out. But merch and everything is available. Let me know.
Nice. I like the professionalism. It's a wrap, dog.
That's it?
Yeah.
I swear.
That's what's up, dog. Yeah.